Hello, and thank you for stopping by to see the Video Connoisseur. This is the Video Connoisseur, and today we're going to add another episode to the Completionist Chronicles. This one involves the DC graphic novels and original movie combos that DC was putting out. They started putting them out several years ago, and unfortunately they stopped, to my knowledge. As far as I know, and I've checked it several times, I have all of them that were produced thus far, just in case they start doing more. What they did with these editions, for anyone who doesn't know, is that they took the standard DC animated film, and they took the Blu-ray and DVD and put it inside, or basically on the back of the graphic novel itself that corresponds to that DC animated movie. So I'm going to show each of them. They're all sealed except for one, and I have 14 of them, and one of them is actually a very special surprise, and I'll save that for the end. But the first one, and these are in no particular order, but the first one is the one that you see right now. It is the Superman Doomsday. This has the Blu-ray and DVD, of course, and this one is based on the Death of Superman, and it has the Death of Superman graphic novel. This is the front, and this is the back. Now the back actually is a J card, as is the front. The J card doesn't wrap all the way around. It basically cuts off near the bottom here, or cuts off not near the bottom, but near the top here, and then you can kind of see how it works this way along the side. So it goes down to the bottom of it. It doesn't necessarily curl around, but that's just J card. So what you're looking at, this is the spine. What you're looking at when you see the back isn't the actual back of the Blu-ray or the combo set itself. This is just the J card that you're seeing, but it will probably look different if you look at it without the J. Now, there's the top. And the way that these are made, for anyone who hasn't seen it, and there's several videos, unboxing videos, that do show how these are made. But on the last page, which would be here, well, not even the last page, but the inside back cover, there will be like two discs, a Blu-ray and a DVD in the back of it, and it fits perfectly. So it's not bulky or anything like that. It's just would look like any graphic novel on the shelf. And I always thought that was one of the nicest ideas they ever came up with, because they cost about the same price as just buying the Blu-ray, maybe a couple bucks more, but you also have it inside of the graphic novel itself. I just thought that was an excellent idea, and I wish they kept doing it. But that's the Death of Superman. Next we have, and like I said, these are in no particular order. We have Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, and the graphic novel is Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. And this one has a Blu-ray, the DVD, and digital. And this is the front, the spine, the back, and the top. And this one is based on the, well, not based on, this is the Frank Miller graphic novel of The Dark Knight Returns. And it also has the DVD and Blu-ray. And it has both parts. As a matter of fact, I think this is one of the few that actually is a 3-disc set. I'll need to check that to make sure though. This doesn't say whether it's the 3-disc set, but I know that this particular DC animated movie was broken up into a part 1 and part 2. This contains both parts. So next is Justice League Throne of Atlantis. It's the cover. Look at the Blu-ray and DVD and digital copy. It's the top. Spine, you may not be able to see that too well because it's still sealed. And the rear, which again is a J card. This one, Justice League Crisis on Two Earths. This one has the graphic novel Justice League Earth 2. And the movie is based on that. The graphic novel, I've read the graphic novel, and it goes kind of in a totally, or the DC animated movie goes in kind of a totally different direction than the JLA Earth 2. And I liked the movie a little bit better. There's the rear. Again, this is the J card. Now I do have an open copy of that, so on the back, yeah, that's the J card, but not sealed up. This is what it looks like. This is what the rear looks like. And I'll be bringing this one out at the end, but just so you can get some perspective on what that J card is doing. Right there, you can see where the J card stops. And just a second. And then it just goes, it wraps around the top and goes down to the bottom all the way up on the back. So that is that one. Probably one of the best DC animated movies, with the exception of Justice League Apocalypse, Justice League Dark Apocalypse, is Batman Under the Red Hood. And this one has, of course, the Under the Red Hood graphic novel upon which it's based. It's a Blu-ray and DVD set. It has digital copy. There's the top. The rear J card. Yeah, I keep these sealed because I have all the other DC animated movies, so I don't really need to, I really don't need to open these. Next, okay, next we have Batman Year One. It has the Year One graphic novel and the Year One Blu-ray and DVD. So it was based on Frank Miller, of course. It's the rear. Spine. Okay, now this one is Batman Black and White. Uh, this one is more of an anthology as far as the graphic novel goes. So what they did was they did Batman Gotham Knight, which is also an anthology and shows different, if I'm remembering correctly, different anime takes on Batman. If they're not all anime, it's just different takes on Batman. And from what I remember, I haven't seen it in a while. It was extremely good. And so the graphic novel itself is the Batman Black and White. It's a spy. And the J card. Oh. The next one we have is Wonder Woman. This is the Wonder Woman that was done as the commemorative. In the graphic novel, this included is the George Perez take on Wonder Woman, and this is Gods and Mortals. That's the top. The back. Spine. And these actually, when they first came out, they came in a nice book style casing. It was the first one had 5, and the second one had, I think, 4 editions. And I really liked that, but I ended up having to buy all of mine one by one. Justice League War. Origin. Now this is, and it has the graphic novel upon which this was based. And I really enjoyed this one a lot. If I'm remembering correctly, they gave Darkseid such a beat down in this one that I almost felt sorry for him. I mean, they was kicking off in his behind. There it is. Justice League War. Next, there is Justice League Gods and Monsters. And it's based on the graphic novel of the same name, of course. It's front, guard, sorry about that. Top. And this rear looks like this. Like I said, this is one of the only ones that I have that's open. And I'll show you at the end why. That's the spine. Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. I also like this one a whole lot. There's a lot of action in it. I like the fact that the villains and the heroes were all coming after him. Rear. Spine. Top. Superman, Batman, Public Enemies. Preacher. This one I'm a little disappointed with. When Best Buy did this exclusive, they didn't do it the same way as they did the rest of them. As you'll notice, this one doesn't have like the J-card wrap around on it. But even more so, just like with these, the Blu-ray and DVD are made into them. This one has like this separate, I don't know if you can tell it, but it has a separate graphic novel. That's the rear. This. The graphic novel is totally separate from it. And as you can see right here is where the Blu-ray and DVD is. And it totally comes apart from it. So I'm not really crazy about the way that they designed this one. But I did get it because it is DC and it is one of their graphic novel Blu-ray combos. Preacher. These next two aren't based on any of the existing graphic novels, but they were made into graphic novels and also have the movies. So we got Superman, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and this one comes with the standard and extended versions, and the graphic novel is Superman, Batman, their greatest battles. And this one has a J card that's a little different. This one cuts off all the way up here and then kind of wraps around the bottom and comes up to show this. There's the top, which will match all the other ones. And then there's that one on the rear. Alright. Batman v Superman. And finally, we have Suicide Squad. And this one's made a little bit different also. This isn't like the J card that cuts, that cuts across into the back. This one is a slip case. This whole part that you see for the front is a slip case. There's the rear. So this one was made a bit different also. Secret Files of the Suicide Squad. That's the Suicide Squad movie. This movie gets a lot of hate. I didn't despise it. It could have been better, but for what it wasn't that bad to me. Okay, now as an extra bonus, I'm going to open up the only one that I said was sealed, which is this Justice League Gods and Monsters, and you can see the little stickers and stuff. There's a reason I'm showing you all that. You get this open. So this one, okay, I opened it. It's Justice League Gods and Monsters. This is the J card, the top, and I know I've already shown you all this. And this is the rear J card, and the J card for all of them, with the exception of that Superman, Batman, Superman, and the Suicide Squad. They all look like this, and that's how they sit on there. Showing you all this for a reason. Now, the way that the movies go in the back of all of them, with the exception of Preacher, is that you'll have the entire graphic novel. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. You'll have the entire graphic novel. And then at the very back, in these pockets, there's the DVD and the Blu-ray. Now, for those of you who collected all of these, and you're about to say, okay, well, where did you get that? Where did you get Gods and Monsters? Because I've never seen that one, and I'm missing that one to complete my set. There's no way for you to complete the set unless you do what I did. There's a store near where I live called Ollie's, and I went in there one day and I saw this graphic novel, and it's just the graphic novel, and I said that's exactly the same size and looks exactly the same as all the graphic novels that come with the DVDs and Blu-rays, but this one didn't. It was just the graphic novel itself. So I took my spare copy of Justice League Earth 2 and I went to the back of it, and where the movies go in at the back, like I showed you, where those movies go in at the back, I got a knife, basically a butter knife, and slowly pried that back part up, so that I had the holders, or what was holding the DVDs in place. And so I took those and glued them in place behind these. And so if you were to see how these are actually made, this is exactly what they look like. You'd never be able to tell any difference at all. That I just glued that in there and then put the movies in. So then, after I glued that in and put the movies in, I went on Photoshop and created this J card. And it's not a bad J card. I did everything I could to replicate the way all the other J cards look for all the other sets. And I just dropped it. And I don't have a laser printer. I sent this to a copy place that shall remain nameless, and had them make the copies for me. And the problem was, I kept seeing like little tiny things that I had done wrong. On one of them, I made it and it looked perfect, except I had this upside down. So about 2 or 3 times, I had to keep going back and back and getting this done. Then after a while, they told me they couldn't print any more of them because, because of copyrights, and that they're not allowed to make money off of it. So fortunately, by the time I got this very last one done, and it was the way that I needed it done, and perfect, then I didn't need them to print it again. Sorry about that, just dropped my light. So again, let me pull one of these out so that you can look at it. Yes. So you take something like this Batman here, and look at the way that I did that. I put the character art there, made the little Blu-ray and DVD, and put the logo, the DC, all that, and got the top done right with the red and the black, and on the J card, I just did all that design work, even down to putting a UPC on there. And I made sure that it was a UPC for this set. So, and again, on the inside, it looks perfect. It looks totally like it was made this way. And when you close it, there's no buckling, no nothing. It just closes the way all the rest of them do. So, if you were watching this and you were thinking, I thought I had all of them, but why does he have Gods and Monsters? And you know, where to get that? Let me put that back. What you would have to do is get Gods and Monsters, and then find a copy that, open copy that you don't need, or that's a duplicate or whatever, and take that back off, glue it onto the inside out, and put the movies in. And the J card, I don't know what to tell you. You have to design that out the way that you want to design. But that's about it for my Completionist Chronicle. This time, it's the entire set thus far. If they don't make any more than this, the entire set of the DC Animated Universe graphic novel Blu-ray DVD combos. This is a video connoisseur. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And keep on collecting.